What do you think? Another one? Yeah, I can't guarantee our safety. He's probably heavily radioactive. He works in it's like Homer Simpson. What do you do? You throw green rods at the wall or whatever, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's a technical explanation of his job. Dan Conrad is your next comedian. He's wonderful. Literally the first dude to ever show up for the first Heartwood ever. Pen and paper in hand, and he's like terrified. I've never done this before, but can I? And I was like, bro, how about her? And he killed. You fucking killed your first time. So, ladies and gentlemen, Dan Conrad. He's like an OG in this place.
I missed something. Okay, I missed a lot of stuff, to be honest. Hello, Heartwood. Thank you all for coming. My name is Dan Conrad, and yes, I work at the nuclear plant. I'm a training specialist. I've been there next month, 29 years. And after a year and a half of eating processed junk food 6 days a week, it's going to take me longer to decay than goddamn plutonium. Does anybody else know what it feels like to get on a scale and see a number that freaks you out and makes you hate your life for 2 weeks? Anybody now need a friggin' miracle to get back to that number? Well, here we are. One thing I've learned in the past year is that sometimes you just have to make a decision to focus on the positive, especially when you live here. Like the other week, a couple of weeks ago, I found a crack pipe while out jogging. Now, did I bitch and complain about Owen Sound being a complete shithole? Yeah, I did, at first. But then it dawned on me, right? I've been jogging out there for 3 years, and this is the first and only crack pipe I have ever seen. So, yay Owen Sound. Plus, it still works. I would never smoke crack. Speaking of which, I never thought I'd say this, but I miss Rob Ford. He wasn't the greatest politician, but who else gave us so much to smile about? He's the leader that we needed. Residents of the metro area, I cannot stress enough, you should only be outside of your homes if you're on your way to or coming from selling me drugs. Okay, it's not fair of me to make fun of somebody who suffered from addiction because I'm in recovery myself, 6.5 years. Thank you. A lot of people don't know that because I only ever talk about it when I'm on stage here. But no, it's not a secret. I'm happy to talk about it. But sometimes normal people will like, oh yeah, I was an alcoholic too for the Thanksgiving weekend. I almost puked. Just don't. You're not a member of this club unless you've had a sunburn on your chode. Is that the right word? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like the taint, the gooch, the grundle.
The gooch.
Sorry, the perineum, Your Majesty. No kidding, man. No kidding. This is an awesome crowd. Now, no pressure, but I have had a standing ovation before at a place way fancier than this one. But, okay, I'm not sure it counts the same way if it happens when you're being carried out by the bouncers. Don't give me the fucking stink eye, Grandma. It's not the first time you've seen a perineum. The last time I stood on this stage was March of 2020.
I have no recollection of this period of time.
There is video evidence. I will show you. Seems like something's happened in the interim that we should talk about. No, I don't have any COVID jokes. But of all the weird lessons of COVID, the one thing I did not expect was how surprised people were to have random dickheads on the internet spouting elaborate medical advice. Like, are you kidding? Really? Have you never been in a public gym? I had forgotten all about it until the YMCA opened up and I got back into the gym. But before COVID, I was going to start a podcast. Bear with me. It was called The Meathead's Guide to 5-Syllable Words. Right? Episode 12. Proprioception. Proprioception. If you'd like to know what it means, tune in after the break. Now, there's nothing wrong with somebody with experience helping out a newcomer to be, to improve or to be safer. That's awesome. I love that. But that's not what happens when you're the chubby middle-aged guy in the weight room. No. It's like, bro. You are totally glycolytic right now. You need to get some ketosis, you need to get some gluconeogenesis going if you want to get the slowly dumpy that the girls like. Because apparently dudes can say swolly dumpy now. Yes, I do want a swolly dump truck. But I haven't been training long enough to swing huge words like that around. But, I keep going back, I keep training, little by little, I'm learning from experience. In fact, this past week, I hit a personal best. The guy's like, dude, you gotta do deadlifts if you want to get posterior kinetic chain activation. And I said, thanks to deadlifts, I have to take acetaminophen for a herniated testicle. I would never smoke crack. Did I already say that? Okay. Now, CrossFit is the exact opposite. So, hey, come to the box, do a walk. We might do Fran, right? Turns out, when you're about to barf your aorta out through your snot cannons, you don't have breath to waste on words. Right? But it can be intimidating just because they've got their own little lingo and you have to pick up on this. Okay, I hope you guys are warmed up because we're going to be doing boobs and buck. Like what? Bilateral open overhead backflip squats and burpees under cars. 3 rounds for time. Keep up, boomer. Keep up, boomer. The cub workout. I'll try to keep up. But the chances are 0. Actually, I should be careful doing that in public now, because that... Has anyone else heard about this? Like this symbol meaning like white supremacy? Like, what kind of social engineering prank bullshit is that? You can't just co-opt something that already exists and tag something onto it. Do you really think that I'm in a restaurant and the waitress is like, how are the first few bites hitting you? White power. Okay, smart asses. I can do it too. Did you guys know that this means I suck vegan dick? Yeah. Vacation pics. Having fun at Burning Man. Oh, and this surprised me, and perhaps will surprise you also. But this means I wish I could Photoshop out your face. Just like do a tone smear. Maybe copy and paste some breasts on there, so maybe then I'd actually be happy to see you. Oh, and this one, that means you look stupid doing CrossFit. Actually, that one I'm not sure of, because when I did my instructor training, they called that the power pose. And I guess it's a thing, there was a TED talk about it. If you stand like that for 30 seconds to a minute, you actually get a boost in confidence. Testosterone rises, cortisol goes down. So after this TED talk, you would actually have these little corporate dweebs in the men's room in the bathroom stall doing that before meetings. Now, if I walked into the men's room and I saw a pair of hands up, I'd probably be looking for the bottoms of somebody's shoes underneath. Whatever. I don't know about that one, because I never felt all that confident when a cop was pointing his gun at me. But maybe, because I got into the back of that cruiser like I owned the friggin' thing. store, Jeeves. And that's when he tased me. One other thing I have to tell you about though is if you're driving and you're new to the area and you see a sign with a turtle on it, it means you're driving too slow. Don't be a pussy. Put the hammer down. You're in Grey County anyway. Anyway, that's enough social engineering for one night. Thank you so much for being here and for laughing.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for Dan Conrad. The very funny Dan Conrad. See? Both you and Eddie. Get out of here. I'm scared. Me and Eddie are scared. It's gonna be funny. You guys are fucking hilarious.